Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Atkinson. I'm calling in from I'm joining you from Colorado, Firestone, Colorado, and we're hopping on here tonight because we wanted to share some Thrive experiences with you all. I have a couple guests with me. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the product first. If you guys are all wondering what Thrive is, it's a nutritional supplement system that's broken down into 3 steps. You take 1 to 2 capsules in the morning on an empty stomach, and there is a men's and a women's. I should have had these on me. A men's or a women's capsules designed for men or women. And then 20 to 40 minutes later, you drink our lifestyle mix, which is full of pro and prebiotics and digestive enzymes, and your second dose of vitamins and minerals. And then you slap on, like, where did I put it? Then you slap on your DFT, which time releases vitamins and minerals into your body throughout the rest of the day. It comes in 6 wonderful flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, apple pie, candy cane. I tend to teeter between vanilla and chocolate are my 2 favorite. Depends on the day. And what it does is it fills in your nutritional gaps, and by doing so, it helps with mental clarity, weight management, mood support, body aches and discomforts. I personally have been using the product for a little. May 8th will be 4 years, actually. I was going to say a little over 3.5 years, but now I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary date. So we have a couple people sharing their experience tonight. And first up, we're going to have Heidi share with us why she started the product, why she loves the product, and where it's taken her thus far. So Heidi.
Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm super excited to share with y'all my Thrive experience for days 1, 3, and 10. I've been thriving for almost 2 years now, so I have to really take myself back to that day 1, 3, and 10 experience, but I remember it like it was yesterday. So day 1, when I first took my Thrive, my 3 steps that morning, I was what you call a day 1 thriver. And honestly, I felt it. I felt different, but I was skeptical, and I thought it was all in my head. So I was like, this cannot be this legit. I definitely felt more energy and more awake as soon as I got those 3 steps in me. By day 3, I realized that it was not all in my head, that this stuff was legit and it was going to continue to be like this. It wasn't just a one-time thing. I did struggle at first with the shakes. Okay, I'm not a protein shake type of person. So day 1, I was that person that's like, oh, can I just do the capsule and the patch? I don't want to do the shake. And my neighbor, my friend who got me on Thrive was like, no, we're going to get you through this. We're going to figure out how to make it the way you like it. And by day 3, I did. I figured it out and I loved it. And I remember, because like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I can't even believe I'm that person that can come on here and say that I absolutely love these shakes. I look forward to it every single morning. I could drink like 3 a day because I remember that day 1, and I remember it being like, oh, I don't know about this. But then, like I said, I didn't give up. I stuck with it. She gave me some tips and tricks. I did them, and now I absolutely love the shakes. So this is day 3, okay? Also found myself not hitting that snooze button anymore, okay? Y'all, I was the person that literally would set like 3 different alarms, snooze it as much as possible. And now by day 3, I was either getting up before my alarm was going off, or as soon as it went off, like I was up and at it and I was ready to do those 3 steps. So obviously sleeping much better at night, waking up feeling refreshed. The focus and the productivity was there, okay? And I've always been a very productive, focused person, but when I started Thrive, I had lost that piece of me. There's an image that I like to tell people to think about me when I started my Thrive journey, and it's that puzzle. Think of that puzzle. I was missing a puzzle piece. I didn't know what I was missing, and it was Thrive. As soon as I got Thrive into my life, my puzzle was complete, and I felt like myself again. So by day 10, the energy, okay? I felt awake. I felt alive. I was alert. I was sleeping better. There was a time where my daughter had an awful night. Like, her and I were up all night together. I probably got maybe 3 hours of sleep that night. And I remember telling myself, and y'all, this was by day 10. I was like, there is no way I'm going to wake up and take these 3 steps in the morning and feel like $1 million. And sure enough, I did it. and I felt like $1,000,000 that day. So I also found myself getting back on a better routine and a better schedule all throughout my new stay-at-home mom life, and I was getting stuff done. By 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I was like, what am I going to do for the rest of my day? Like, I'm done. Dishes are done. Laundry is done. Dinner is prepped and going. Kids are off at school and daycare. Like, life was wonderful and great. I was not taking any more naps. Okay. So I used to always use the excuse, and I'm sure there's tons of moms out there watching. If your kid's taking a nap, you're taking a nap. Okay. And I used to be guilty of that. And even when they weren't around, I was still like, oh, let me get my nap in, before I have to go pick the kids up so I can be nice and refreshed for them. Wasn't napping anymore. Okay. That became like an everyday thing. And I was a huge coffee and sweet tea addict. Okay. Had it every day, all day long through years of my life. Y'all, not anymore. If I want to treat myself, I may have a seasonal coffee here or there, but I do not depend on it. My mornings, my life, my functionality does not depend on coffee or sweet tea anymore. So that's out. I was working out like 4 days a week and the mood support. Okay. So I'm a mother of 3 small children, and the patience and the mood support that I not only saw with myself or my husband and my kids, it was just like everyone around me in general. I just felt this like really, like I felt very level-headed in this sense of calmness. So in a quick little nutshell, that's my Thrive experience for days 1, 3, and 10. And I just want to thank everybody for hopping on and listening to us and learning more about the Thrive experience. And I cannot wait to hear your Thrive experience on one of these.
For sharing. One of the things that I can tell you besides the product that we all love so much about the product and the company is that we have an amazing referral program. So whether you're a customer or a promoter, once you create an account, you get a referral link. And it's just like referring a friend or family member to a restaurant or your favorite hairdresser, same kind of concept. You refer 2 people, they order under your referral link in a given month. So like April 1st through the 30th on auto ship, the company takes those 2 orders, adds them together, divides them by 2, and gives it back to you in credits, and you can earn up to $400 in credits every month. So that's really cool because like I invested in myself the first month, but I literally have not paid for my product in soon to be 48 months. Next, we're going to have Kristen share her story, and I'm super excited for you guys to hear her journey and what brought her to Thrive. Kristen?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm super nervous, so bear with me a little bit, please. I'm really nervous. So thank you so much for having me, you guys. And I am nervous, but I'm super excited to share because my journey, I feel like, just encompasses the whole Thrive experience, right? We tell you that Thrive is all about the experience. It's not just the product, it's the people, the product, and the company. So I have to share, you guys. And when Thrive found me, first, let me tell you, my name is Kristen. I'm coming into you out of Northern Nevada, and I'm also a mom of 3 small, well, they're not all small, but 2 of them are small, under 8, and both of those children are on the spectrum. And I just have to tell you that when Thrive found me, just like Heidi said, I didn't have energy. I was just really a shell of a person. And for you to kind of understand what that means for me, I have to take you back just a little bit. So I am a sex trafficking survivor. I am a domestic violence survivor. I am a teen mom who buried her daughter 4 months later. I survived a lot of things. And so I was really a shell of a person, and I had no energy. I used all my energy and my patience and everything that I had that was me on this life that I had before. And so the life that I was giving myself and my children, I was nothing. I was going to bed at 5:30 when my husband was walking through the door because I couldn't function anymore. I was crawling into bed. I wasn't eating with my children. I wasn't even making them dinner. I didn't have patience. I told you my children are on the spectrum, and this was pre-diagnosis days. And so our house was like a war zone. They were going through something I didn't understand and that I didn't have the patience for. And those IEP meetings and things that I had to do, it wasn't happening. It wasn't, because my husband was having to do it. The mental clarity I needed just wasn't there. So, and mind you, I'm a very shy person. And so the four walls are really my friends. And so I spent a lot of time on social media. And so that's where I found Thrive. And so I found a wonderful woman that really inspired me because she was happy and she had energy for her kids and she loved her life. But most importantly for me, she had been through a lot of things and she was really strong. She was stronger than me. And I could see that that came from this product and that came from her tribe. And I wanted that. I really wanted that. So honestly, when I reached out, you guys, I didn't want anything to do with the product. I just wanted to be your friend. And so I kept coming up with all these excuses. Why not? I need to talk to my doctor. I need this, I need that. And I'm a really holistic person. And so I had all these concerns, like all across the board. And she really reassured me, you know, she was like, these are just vitamins. You can go to the store and buy everything you're going to get in the product, but it's going to cost a lot of money, right? So you're welcome to do that, but it still wasn't enough for me. I still wasn't sure. So my body, I told you I'm struggling these medical conditions that I developed over the years where my whole body was just overall discomforts. I wasn't sleeping, right? So I was dealing with that. And one of those days, it just was really bad. And I took myself to the doctor. And I remember the day really clearly. I took myself to the doctor and it happened really fast. They examined me and were saying a lot of scary things. And they called an ambulance and they called my husband. And I remember crying on the phone. I remember very scared. I remember telling him to tell my children how much I loved them and riding off in the ambulance. And when you're sitting in the back of an ambulance, you guys, you're staring at the back doors. And so I'm just watching my family get further away because it's a 40-minute drive. I live in a really small town outside of Reno, and it's a 40-minute drive. So I'm watching my family go away. And I promised myself at this point, I am going to do this because I'm going to try this product. Because if I make it home, how much worse can it get? I'm in the back of an ambulance, you guys. So I remember, actually, my friend had to remind me, Nicole, she had to remind me that I started with the shakes, unlike Heidi. I wasn't all in with all the products. I started directly with the shakes. So I remember I came home. Obviously, I'm okay. I came home. I remember I ordered shakes. Chocolate's my favorite. And you guys, I loved them. I'm not a protein shake person because I don't like to chew my shake. And honestly, I didn't have a blender. I didn't have a shaker cup, anything like that. I mixed it with a spoon. So I was pleasantly surprised that I actually wasn't chewing my shake. So I was like, yeah, okay. I had a little bit of energy. I liked the shake. All right. So maybe let's try. Let's go ahead and try. So I went ahead and ordered all 3 steps, you guys. And I remember messaging Nicole and telling her I did it. And I don't think she thought I was going to. She was like, oh, really? And I didn't even ask for samples. I didn't even think that I could. I don't think. No, but mind you guys, I wasn't in it for the product. I really just wanted the friendship. So this was just like, all right, well, let's just how it goes. So I ordered the product. And I can tell you, I remember day 1 on all 3 products. So I took my products, and if you know me, you know I have music in my soul. It's in my heart. It's just who I am. But it was gone. And so I remember day 1, I was dancing to my music. I was cleaning the house. It was 7:00 in the morning. Okay, you guys. So I'm like, all right. So I still was skeptical because there was no way I thought I was going to buy this product on Facebook from a complete stranger that was going to change my life. I knew all about nutritional gaps. I learned all those things when I went to medical school some time ago. So I knew these things, but I just didn't get it. Right. So say maybe day 3 or 4. Right. So my husband, I was telling you, he was having to come home and cook dinner. He loves homemade bread. And I can tell you he wasn't cooking it. But around 3 or 4, I was doing it. I was still up when he came home. I was making that homemade bread. I was eating with my family. So again, I'm really skeptical, so I wasn't sure. So I don't remember if it was day 10 or not, to be honest with you, because I don't really remember the days like that. But I told you I have 2 autistic children, and my daughter is nonverbal. So the way that she communicates with us, she bites, she kicks, she throws things. She gets violent. And before Thrive, I told you those pre-diagnosis days, I didn't understand what was going on. I had so many people telling me that she was just having bad behavior, this and that and the other. And so when she would do these things, my natural reaction was to push her away, was to run in the other direction as far as I can, because your kid's attacking you, right? So on that day, I remember she bit me pretty hard. I had teeth marks on my belly. And but I remember that I loved her. I remember that I was sitting on the floor with her and I was hugging her and I was cuddling her, and we were able to get through it. I was able to do some IEP meetings, even just on the phone, and actually be able to understand and not just talk to them and hear them, but to learn and to help my children. So the mental clarity was on point. And I realized at that point, I was never going to go back, you guys, because I was finally giving my children a piece of me that I thought was gone forever. So I'm going to hand it back. But you guys, I just want to say something really, really quick to end it, because I hit that promoter button. And if you're watching this, you guys, I want you guys to reach out to whoever brought you here, because it really changed my life. And just really quick, you guys, when I started this about a little over maybe a year and a half ago, we were living in a 2-bedroom, 800 square foot house with 5 of us. We had no idea where the next meal was coming from, let alone if we could even afford it. My husband was working late overtime hours, which is a struggle for a special needs home, especially mom, right? The main caretaker. And now, thanks to Thrive, you guys, he has been able to take away those overtime hours. Not because, I'm making all these big bucks and I'm super rich, because it takes a while to get there. You guys, you got to put in the work, but I'm making extra money. I'm able to help. I can go to the store with my kids and buy them a candy bar in the checkout when I couldn't before. You guys, a little $5 or $10 toy, we couldn't even say yes to, and now I can. And for us, that's huge. So please just reach out, you guys. This whole thing, the whole experience is a game changer. So that's my story. Thank you for letting me share.
I just have to say how proud I am of you, Kristen, because I know I have been working on you for a year to get you to share. So I'm very, very proud of you. I'm going to turn it over to Monty and let him close us out.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You're muted.
I am a crier for anybody that knows me, and this is going to be tough. I've been doing this a long time, and we always kind of say that Kristen, I didn't hear your story before today, that I don't know how it's going to help you, but I know it will. And it's so interesting how something so simple can impact people's lives. It is the most amazing thing I've ever been a part of, to be able to, and none of these girls are even on my team, guys. Like, this is a sideline community that we are a part of, that we are holding hands and hugging and supporting people. And so I didn't get to play that domino effect in them getting started with Thrive, but I got to be here today to play a domino effect that might change your life, because one of our stories might impact you. And I'm supposed to talk about the opportunity, but all I want to talk about is the product. I didn't have that kind of amazing, life-changing experience with this product, or at least I didn't think I did. But looking back on it, had I continued down the path that I was on, I could have ended up in a much different place than I am today in my health. I'm in better health today than I was, almost 9 years ago. I was drinking plenty of sweet tea as well, energy drinks, coffee, poor food choices, and something this simple changed however it does it. I never claimed to be the product ingredient expert, but it did change my cravings, and I didn't need that stuff anymore. And you couldn't have told me that I would stop zombie walking to the coffee pot. I would stop going to the convenience store to grab a few energy drinks. So, these stories are incredible in what they physically do to our bodies by giving us that nutrition we need. But the side effect of Kristen, when you said you loved your daughter, like, it's so crazy how many parents are, and not that you weren't a good parent before, right? but you know what I mean in the fact that the level of parenting and the love and the care and the time that you electively choose to spend differently because you have that more energy and you feel better is generationally life changing, right? Like kids are growing up with more love in the home. So I'll get to what I'm supposed to talk about, which is on top of what Nicole talked about with with the refer to yours is free. If you guys have a desire, like Kristen said, to hit that promoter button and get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch most of us cry on a Zoom on Facebook. But if you have a desire for more than just free product, we have a great rewards program. There's no cost, there's no fee, there's no extra anything, there's no fine print. If you want to share with more than 2 people to get your product for free and earn some part-time, if you want to buy some $5 toys for your kids, if you want to grab a candy bar, if you need some extra gas in your tank, if you have a desire for your spouse not to have to work those overtime hours, we have that here. This is a tough one, Kristen. So what I'd like to focus on is just a couple key things. We got a lot of ways to get rewarded with this company, but a couple of them kind of stand out. In your first 14 days, the company adds $1,000 in cash and product on top of our already great rewards program. It's called our Go VIP program. So if you can find 2 people that want to feel better, right? Just want to use the product, 2 people that also want to feel better, but they're interested in that opportunity, right? You bring the company, those 4 people, they spend $800 total, added together. The company gives you that $400 cash bonus, $100 in free product credit on top of your regular commissions. We call it $660 on 800. It might be $632, it might be $681, whatever, right? It's a really good reward program, and the company lets you do that twice in your first 2 days. So that's something cool to get you jump started, right? As you've heard tonight from some experiences, the products work and they impact your health for some of us very quickly. Usually by that day 10 to 14, you're feeling really good. You know why? We're approaching $3 billion in sales. So the company wants you to have that opportunity story as well in that 10 to 14 day time frame. In addition to that, in your first month, you can earn a pair of crazy expensive Maui Jim glasses of your choice. I would never have spent $400 on a pair of sunglasses. I am a cheapskate, no matter how blessed this company has for me. But getting a free pair is always cool, right? So you can earn that in your first month. And then we have our auto bonus program. So usually for most people, most families, it's the second most expensive thing in your home, second to your mortgage. We want to cover that for you. So at just the second rank of our company, you can earn $800 a month towards your car payment. So tons of options: BMW, Lexus, Mercedes, Cadillac, Tesla, Audi, and a bunch of trucks now. So I'm sure they'll probably surprise something else on us in the near future, but lots of choices to fit you and your family's needs. Also at that second rank of the company, this is when I normally start crying, Kristen. I'm blaming it all on you. Is our lifestyle getaways. So I never took vacations before. I just worked, and it was excessive. Why? I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a plane ticket and a hotel and all that stuff, right? So I've got to travel some amazing places, and a lot of those trips I had taken my mom and dad, and with losing my dad about 1.5 years ago, those memories mean more to me than anything. There's no way I would have had those memories with my dad had it not been for this company. So priceless. So I know a lot of you are hardworking people, and you put every moment you can into your house and your family and the needs, and there's not a lot extra, right? So if you get that right, it's easy to say yes because you earned it. And I always talk about it. You can, most of them are all inclusive. You can get on that plane with a penny and you can walk off with a penny, right? Everything's taken care of. They pick you up at the airport. It's super crazy cool. So we do have about 9 days left for some other bonuses and stuff too. So get back in touch with the person that I gotta drop my thing. I've got all screwed up tonight. Get back in touch with the person that shared this with you. Maybe they didn't invite you. Maybe they just clicked the share button and you saw this on your friend's wall, right? Reach out to them. They care about you. They have all the information you need. If you are not one of our 4 friends, don't reach out to us. You probably will get introduced to one of us because our friends are sharing this, right? Other friends are sharing this. So eventually you might end up talking to one of us. But we appreciate you taking the time to watch this live. We appreciate you watching this on a replay. And we're excited, as Heidi said, to hear what this does for you on one of these calls in the future. If promoting is something that you decide you want to do, in addition to doing these now twice a day on our Wellness Wednesday, we do have 8 opportunities to work directly with us. So we've got a community of people that get on a Zoom 8 times in the morning, 8 times in the evening, whatever works best for your schedule, to do this together. You're not alone. I don't know what to post. I don't know how to post. I don't even have an Instagram. What is that, right? Whatever you're struggling with, we're here to help. If you have a desire to change your health, these products will help you. If you have a desire to change your financial situation, this opportunity, this company, and we are here to help you. So plenty of support in this community, like we talked about. Sometimes it's not even about the product at first. It's about the community. It's about the love and the friendship. And we've got that here too. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you for spending some of your Wednesday night with us. So have a good night.